It gives me great honor and heartfelt joy to welcome you all once again, this time for the closing ceremony of the Summer Internship Program 2025 organized by the Department of Information Technology and Engineering, MAIT. Over the past 6 weeks, we have witnessed a transformative journey, a journey of learning, exploration, innovation and growth. What began as a structured internship on artificial intelligence, machine learning, cybersecurity and research and project development has blossomed into a truly impactful experience for all our participating students. Our interns have not only absorbed key technical concepts through expert-led sessions, but have also worked diligently under the mentorship of our esteemed faculty members to write research papers, many of which have now been submitted for book chapters and national and international conferences. This indeed is a testament to the academic rigor and intellectual curiosity that this program was designed to cultivate. Before we invoke the formal sessions, let us invoke the divine blessings of Ma Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom and knowledge. I would like to request all the dignitaries to please come and light the lamp of knowledge. To mark this occasion and express our gratitude to those who have supported this initiative, we will now proceed with a ceremonial welcome by presenting saplings to our distinguished guests, a symbol of growth, learning and sustainability. I would like to request Shri Vineet Lohia ji, Chairman MAITS, to felicitate our chief guest, Honorable Justice Rajesh Tandon ji, former Judge, Uttarakhand High Court and Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India. Next, I would like to request Professor J.D. Desai sir to present the sapling to Shri Vineet Kumar Lohia ji, Chairman MAITS. Next, I would like to request Professor Neelam Sharma, Director MAIT, to Justice Tandon sir.
Welcome sir.
सब मेहमान नहीं किया
Sir, welcome.
Next, I would like to request Professor Sanjiv Marwah sir, Director MABS, and Dr. Satvir Gupta, Dean RNI MAIT, to present the sapling to Professor J.D. Desai sir, Director General MAIT.
Sir, come in front of this picture. We want you to watch.
Next, I would like to request Dr. Satvir Gupta, Dean RNI MAIT, to present the sapling to Professor Neelam Sharma, Director MAIT. I would like to request Dr. Bhoomi Gupta, HOD IT Department, to present the sapling to Professor Neeraj Gupta, Professor of Practice in CSE Department MAIT. Now we move on to the next segment of the ceremony. I request Dr. Satvir Gupta, Dean RNI MAIT, to kindly come forward and share his thoughts on the achievement of this year's cohort. Over to you, sir.
Could you please stand it for some time?
Thank you so much. आप सभी को मेरा सादर प्रणाम। डॉक्टर देवी देसाई, हमारे चीफ गेस्ट डॉक्टर टंडन, लोहिया जी, हमारे चेयरमैन, फाउंडर चेयरमैन नंद किशोर जी, जो हमें अभी कुछ ही समय में ज्वाइन करेंगे, श्री गर्ग जी, मारवाह जी और नीरज गुप्ता सर और मेरे प्यारे स्टूडेंट्स एंड फैकल्टी मेंबर्स जिन्होंने प्रोग्राम कंप्लीट कराया. This was the program that we started out with initially, but there is a very interesting story behind it, and that I just bring forward. That how did it come into existence? But what was the theme? Was Ano Bhadra Katavu Yantu Vishwakarma. Let noble thought come to us from all directions. That was the basic theme that we started out with. And this summer internship represents a confluence of noble ideas from AI, ML and cybersecurity, the three pillars which are going to make a digital tomorrow. So how did it come into being is a very interesting story. It was born from a very simple yet profound question from Ms. Ruchi Bhatt here. Then why can't we offer something equally powerful at MAIT instead of our students going out to DTU or IGITW or any other place for this summer internship? Let us start a program that can happen here at MAIT. And Dr. Bhoomi Gupta, HOD of IT, conceptualized this internship, turning it into a platform of substance in partnership with NIIT Foundation and a dynamic faculty team that we put together just for the program. The program was designed for impact. We were talking about AI governance, that was security certification, Python and ML from Kaggle, group, job simulations from Forage, cybersecurity from Cisco and NIIT, and we are undergoing live projects now with the faculty members, including research projects that we have shared. These are some of the certifications and projects which the students completed during this. We have kept a complete portfolio of the students so that you can visit that. And the program was not just about certifications, it was about cultivating a mindset. So we are very happy to understand that the students took the attempt in complete honesty, in Vidya Dadati Vinayam, Vinaya Dhyati Pasatam. So that is what we started out with, and we are happy that the results were achieved. I just want to mention that the faculty team who led the program, Ms. Neelam Dr. Neelam led the AI module, Dr. Bhaskar Kapoor delivered Python and AI session. Despite of having a ligament injury just before the program and a hairline fracture, he came with a walking stick, came up to the labs, delivered all sessions immediately. Then Ms. Monica Bhardwaj, she expertly handled generative AI, and I proudly say that she is a part of the cohort that we taught in the CAT-5. So she learned generative AI in a previous cohort, and she delivered the sessions within this. So that is an achievement that I greatly applaud. Ms. Ruchi Bhatt is the youngest amongst all of the members there. She mentored all the fundamentals to the student. Dr. Bhoomi Gupta orchestrated the flawless coordination for the complete program, and Mr. Pavan provided crucial back-end support. He was the one who actually went to receive our honorable chief guest today. Then we had experts from NIIT Foundation who brought industrial expertise into the session late in the program. Mr. Agrasen introduced hands-on sessions, and Mr. Neeraj Gupta's cybersecurity discussion gave students real-world insights. When AI and cybersecurity meet, we create nation builders. That is something that we are looking forward to achieve. And if AI is the engine for today, it is driving the economy. Cybersecurity is the brake. We will not be able to apply artificial intelligence without understanding that there has to be due diligence, there has to be some people who are going to make those systems secure, and there has to be people who understand what is the governance of artificial intelligence. And this confluence was basically the target of the program. And these thoughts were also reinforced by Akansha Sinha. She is a leader at IBM in cybersecurity, and despite of her work, she took a session in the midnight in the US, 1 a.m., and all our students attended, and that was something related to career paths in cybersecurity was very well appreciated by the students. So some glimpses of the program I have shared for you. And lastly, I like to invoke the motto that we all always resonate with, Udyameni Siddhyanti Karyani Manoratha. This is in the logo of MAIT, and this program is a proof that MAIT can lead from the front, not just in infrastructure or placement statistics, but in academic innovation, faculty leadership, and student impact as well. So as we move ahead, let us remember that the future doesn't arrive, it is built, and it will be built by those who are prepared, principled, and passionate. May the program mark the beginning of many more initiatives for the student by faculty with partners who believe in shared growth. Dhanyavad, thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words of motivation and encouragement. Next, I would like to invite Shri Vineet Kumar Lohia ji, Chairman MAITS, to bless us with his words of wisdom and encouragement.
सभी को नमस्कार। हमारे चीफ गेस्ट राजेश टंडन जी का इस प्रांगण में स्वागत। आज जो ये वैलिडिटी प्रोग्राम रखा गया है आप सब लोगों के लिए, तो ये बहुत खुशी की बात है कि इस प्रोग्राम के जरिए जो आजकल एआई का जो एक नया युग है, आने वाला समय एआई के माध्यम से, इस नई टेक्नोलॉजी से जो ये आज, वैसे तो इसको शुरू में काफ़ी समय हो गया, लेकिन आने वाले समय में ये महसूस होता है कि एआई जो है वो पूरे वर्ल्ड के अंदर एक क्रांति लाएगी, ताकि ये जो दुनिया है एआई के जरिए बहुत, जैसे कहते हैं ना एक दुनिया मेरी मुट्ठी में, तो वो वाली बात जो है एआई के जरिए सिचुएशन बनने जा रही है। और हिंदुस्तान के अंदर तो जो अपने लोग हैं उनका जो माइंड है वो विश्व में सबसे उच्चतम स्तर पर रहता है। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि आने वाले समय में भारत जो है वो एआई के टेक्नोलॉजी के अंदर एक मास्टर गुरु साबित होगा। जिस सपने को हम विश्व गुरु के रूप में भी देखते हैं कि भाई भारत जो है विश्व गुरु बनेगा, तो मैं समझता हूँ कि एआई के जरिए हिंदुस्तान भी वर्ल्ड में एक अच्छी पावर बनेगा और यहाँ से जो माइंड से जो एआई की चीजें बनेंगी वो पूरे देश के लिए, पूरे वर्ल्ड के लिए सहायक होंगी। और आप सब लोग इसमें बढ़ चढ़कर आप लोगों ने हिस्सा लिया, तो इसके लिए आप सब लोग धन्यवाद के पात्र हैं। और मैं आशा करता हूं कि आप सब लोग जो हैं इसमें एक अच्छा रोल निभाएंगे। धन्यवाद।
It is now my privilege to invite our Chief Guest, Honorable Justice Rajesh Tandon sir, to deliver the keynote address. Justice Rajesh Tandon is a senior advocate of the Supreme Court of India and a former judge of the Uttarakhand High Court. With extensive experience in law, he has held numerous prestigious positions, including chairman of the Uttarakhand State Law Commission and Cyber Appellate Tribunal. He is also actively involved in arbitration and legal education, serving as Vice President of the Association of Retired Judges of Supreme and High Courts. His contributions span judicial service, legal scholarship, and arbitration across various domains. Sir, your insights into the evolving landscape of cybersecurity will be of immense value for our understanding.
Thank you very much. The chairman, Mr. Lohia, Mr. Neelam, director, and all the faculty members who are present here. I have seen that for the last few days, the program of cybersecurity AI are going on. And today is the last valedictory session. The students, much has been said about artificial intelligence. Your chairman has also just stated that AI will become Vish Guru. For all these reasons, I will come to a different aspect of the security, AI and all that. And for that purpose, I will make a connectivity with the Article 19 of the Constitution of India. Much has been said about the data protection, this all that. But since much has been said on these topics, I will just divert you from another angle. As AI has become sometimes very dangerous. Recently, Supreme Court has also observed that don't put AI in the matters of litigation and all the judgments and all that. Yesterday, I was holding a seminar on mediation. The organizer of the seminar has asked me, what will be the impact of AI in the mediation? I think you all understand mediation. Nowadays, mediation has become very prominent because Justice Surkant has also stated that all the cases must be tried before mediation, and then I said that the work of AI is to quick response, And mediation is not a quick response. That takes 2 or 3, 4 sittings in order to demonstrate whether the settlement is possible or not. Therefore, AI is all right, but it has not to be used everywhere and in all the aspects of the matter. AI is a quick response. You put the data and he will respond it immediately. But something just like arbitrations, lok adalat, mediation, settlement, these are the things which are not involved immediately. They seek some kind of protection so that the settlement may take place. Anyway, this is just a response to your chairman who has stated that it is a good AI, but it has not to be fully followed in all the aspects of the matter. Now I am coming to the certain provisions of the Information Technology Act, and then I will come to a judgment of the Supreme Court, which has nowadays creating a digital arrest. You must have heard about the digital arrest. The judgment of the Supreme Court, which I will bring before you, will show that this judgment itself has made a habit of digital arrest. Now, first of all, let us understand under the Information Technology Act what is the definition of the communication device. Communication device, I am using this because in connection with the direct judgment and Article 19 of the Constitution of India, this communication device has much importance. Cell phones, personal digital assistants, or combination of both or any other device used to communicate, send or transmit any text, video, audio or image. All these things are used in the artificial intelligence as well as in the digital arrest. Audio, video, image, everything. Image is also coming. Everything is coming under the digital arrest. And that is the result of artificial intelligence making a man a fool of giving lakhs of rupees. Now then, cybersecurity means protecting information, equipment, devices, computer resource, communication device, and information stored therein from unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruption, modification, or destruction. Therefore, cybersecurity means protecting information. That is the main criteria, that the information has to be protected. Now then, it will be called cybersecurity. Then coming to the data, means a representation of information, knowledge, facts, concepts or instructions which are being prepared or have been prepared in a formalized manner and is intended to be processed, being presented or has been presented computer system. Therefore, all these things become a data theft. Cybersecurity, the protection is there, how to protect it. All these things are coming. There was a time before the COVID that nobody was aware about these factors of the Information Technology Act. But after the COVID period, the importance of Information Technology Act has come up because of this section 4 of the Information Technology Act that provides legal recognition of electronic records, wherein law provides that information or any other matter shall be in writing or in the typewritten or printed form, then notwithstanding anything contained in such law, such requirement shall be deemed to have been satisfied if such information or matter is rendered made available in electronic form. This electronic form has become a primary evidence nowadays. If you have read Saksh Adhiniyam, section 59, section 61, all those sections provide the electronic evidence being the primary evidence. Since electronic evidence has become a primary evidence, therefore you have to safeguard that electronic evidence. You have to make a cybersecurity for that purpose and data protection for that purpose. Every information has to be protected as has been used in the word cybersecurity. That is protection of information. Now I am coming to the main section of the Information Technology Act. There is a section in the Information Technology Act, you must have been heard or not, I don't know. Section 66A. Have you read? No. Everything have read, but this section 66A have you have not read. This is the main thrust of the Information Technology Act. Punishment for sending offensive messages through communication services. Any person who sends by means of a computer resource or a communication device any information that is grossly offensive. What is going on in the digital arrest? Offensive informations are going on. If there is a police complaint against you, you pay 50 lakhs and then police complaint will be disposed of, will be wind up. This is section 66A. Any information which he knows to be false, but for the purpose of causing annoyance, inconvenience, danger, obstruction, insult, injury, or ill will by making use of such computer resource or a communication device. That is why I have read first the definition of communication device that is being passed on from the computer and from the data, your data. Therefore, any information that is grossly offensive, any information which is dangerous, information which are coming कि आपका टेलीफोन से कोई कनेक्शन ऐसा था जो कि उसी नंबर से कहीं वो हो गया है और वहाँ आदमी अरेस्ट होने से उसके अरेस्ट वारंट आ गए. This is the information which is coming from a computer device, from a telephonic message, or from the any device that is maybe mobile or whatever thing. That is a communication device. Any electronic mail or electronic mail message for the purpose of causing annoyance or inconvenience or to deceive or to mislead. That is to deceive or inconvenience causing. All this comes under section 66A of the Information Technology Act. These things are very relevant for the cyber security and all that, because some inconvenience, danger coming from electronic mail, from electronic media, then you have to safeguard that cyber security has to be done. Now other punishments are also there under the Information Technology Act. That is punishment for identity theft, punishment for dishonestly receiving a stolen computer, punishment for cheating, punishment for violation of privacy. All these things are there. But I am confining myself to section 66A. That is offensive messages which are coming nowadays, which has become a physical, not physical, but digital arrest. It is coming up, and that is coming up because of the protection of data is not there. Data is being leaked, and nobody is aware what to do, what not to do. Now, from that section 66A, I will just read before you Article 19 of the Constitution of India. Both are very much connected together. Protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech. This is very important because Supreme Court in a case has said that section 66A violates Article 19 of the Constitution of India. 19 is all citizens shall have the right to freedom of speech and expression, to assemble peaceably and without arms, to form associations or unions, to move freely, to reside, etc., to practice any profession. When the matter has come up before the Supreme Court, in the matter of Shriya Singhal, have you heard the name of Shriya Singhal judgment? That judgment, not heard, that the crux of the Information Technology Act, what the Supreme Court has said, the Supreme Court has taken the benefit of this section 69A. Section 69 of the Information Technology Act. All these things very important for you, how to make a complaint, how to make a FIR if such digital arrest comes up. Power to issue directions for interruption or description or any information through any computer resource. Where the central government or a state government or any of its office, especially authorized by the central government or the state government as the case may be in this regard, if satisfied that it is necessary or expedient to do in the interest of sovereignty or integrity of India, defense of India, security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states or public officer or preventing incitement to the commission of any cognizable offence relating to above or investigation of any offence, it may subject to the provisions of subsection 2 for reasons to be recorded in writing by order direct any agency of the appropriate government to interpret, monitor or cause to be interpreted, monitored or for any information generated and transmitted, means he will make an authority that if such information comes, then you have to report to this authority under section 69 of the Information Technology. Then section 69A provides the power to issue directions for blocking for public access for any information. If this information goes, then the power is to block it. But before blocking or before any information comes, the public loses money in lakhs of rupees. Because these are the provisions which are not simple provision. You have to knock the door and they will take action, blocking, all these things will come up in a routine manner. By that time, lakhs of rupees of public will go. Now the Supreme Court has said, when the judgment of the Supreme Court has come up, till that time, the digital arrest, there was no digital arrest, nothing of the kind. As the judgment was of 2015, and all these things have started after the COVID period, that is 2020, after 2020. Supreme Court has said, this you note down, Shriya Singhal versus Union of India. The judgment is of 24th March 2015. This provides, it has been held by us that Section 66A purports to authorize the imposition of restrictions on the fundamental right contained in Article 19(1)A in language wide enough to cover restrictions both within and without the limits of constitutionally permissible legislative action. We have heard that Section 66A be applied for purposes not sanctioned by the Constitution cannot be ruled out. It must therefore be held to be wholly unconstitutional. This had been held to be unconstitutional. Now when Section 66A has been held to be unconstitutional, where you will report the government is focusing on 1930 number, but when you will say on 1930, either you will get it or don't get it. But Section 66A is a cyber threat and cyber fraud which can be taken by the police action, by this cyber police stations. Therefore, what I say that this has been overruled when the time was not there for digital arrest, and therefore the time has come to revive this judgment, and Section 66A is a complete cyber security with you that can help you in monitoring and restraining the digital arrest and all that. But you have to take action for that, and action only requires that this judgment is, if overruled, then whole problem will be solved of digital arrest at all. But nowadays, in view of Shiva Singhal's case, this Section 66A has been. But you have to go for the Indian Penal Code. The Supreme Court has also said in this judgment, very judgment, that you have a remedy, penalty for causing grave violation of public order or danger. Any person who causes annoyance to any person in any indecent manner by statements or verbal or comments or telephonic calls or calls of any type by chasing or sending messages or mails by any means, shall on conviction be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to. Now you have the remedy now of the Indian Penal Code, that is the new Bharati Sanhita. This the Supreme Court has said. But the information under Section 66A, which is dangerous to a public, has to be restored. And after the restoration, you have a remedy of attacking these information immediately before the cyber police station. If such calls come, you have a remedy of attacking Section 66A, even if it has been overruled, but its implication is there that you can knock the door of the cyber authorities. Either he may take the action under the Indian Penal Code, or this information Information Technology Act itself, he may take it. Nevertheless, Section 66A does not exist, but other provisions are there, and other provisions such as Section 69, Section 69A, all these provisions here are here, and you can always secure cyber security for that purpose. Just like punishment for identity theft, that is cognizable under the Information Technology Act, Section 66C of the Information Technology Act. Nevertheless, Section 66A has been held to be ultra-virus, but other provisions are there because he is also making identity theft. Your identity is being misplaced, and that is why you can have the remedy under Section 66C of the Information Technology Act by making a complaint under Section 69 and 69A, everything can be dropped. But these are the provisions. You have to take action promptly under Section 69 of that is the main thing for the cyber security. You have to be alert for that, all these things. You have to be in mind that what is the action open to you. Now, what I am coming to that this judgment of the Shriya Singhal permits you to invoke the provisions of the Indian Penal Code, rather than only Section 66A has been said to be ultra-virus. Other provisions of the Information Technology Act are available to you, and you can always say that either you can invoke the provisions. In para 109, the Supreme Court has referred Section 69A of the Information. Section 69A of the Information Technology Act has already been set out in paragraph 2 of the judgment. Under subsection 2 thereof, the 2009 rules have been framed. Under Rule 3, the central government shall designate by notification in the official gazette an officer of the central government not below the rank of Joint Secretary as the designated officer for the purpose of issuing directions for blocking for access by the public any information referable to Section 69A of the Act. Under Rule 4, every organization as defined under Rule 2G, which refers to the Government of India, state governments, union territories and agencies of the central government, may be notified in the official budget by the central government to designate one of the officers as a nodal officer. Under Rule 6, any person may send their complaint to the nodal officer of the concerned organization for blocking, which complaint will then have to be examined by the concerned organization, regard being had to the parameters laid down in Section 69A, and after being so satisfied, shall transmit such complaint to its nodal officer to the designated officer in the format specified by the rules. The designated officer is not to entertain any complaint request blocking directly from any person. Under Rule 5, the designated officer may, on receiving any such request or complaint from the nodal officer, you have to make a complaint to the nodal officer. Then he will take action for that. Therefore, all these things you have to study this judgment. And paragraph 109 says it will be noted that Section 69A, unlike Section 66A, is a narrowly drawn provision with several safeguards. First and foremost, blocking can only be restored to where the central government is satisfied that it is necessary for to do. Therefore, blocking is done by a nodal officer where you will make a complaint. When I was chairman of the Information Technology Act, 2 such complaints have come up for blocking. Then I have referred the matter to the nodal officer for the blocking of that. Those complaints were one of now there is no harm to say, Narendra Tiwari's matter when he was in Hyderabad for blocking the company. Another was for the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. And immediately I referred the matter to the nodal officer, and those things were blocked immediately. Therefore, for a cyber security, you must have a knowledge of all these facts. You must have a knowledge of the Information Technology Act, where to make a complaint and how to make a complaint. These are the basic factors. Artificial intelligence and all that will come up afterwards. First you safeguard yourself, and then you must have an idea of where to lodge the complaint and how to lodge the complaint. There is a secretary at the level of the Government of India in every state who is called the trial court for all these offences. And then there is appellate authority under the Information Technology Act. I was at that time appellate authority, and the matters come up after the secretary's judgment. Therefore, you must have an idea how to knock the door under the when some provisions come. Now the Secretary General is under section 46 of the Information Technology Act. He deals with all the matters, that is chapter 9, penalties, compensation and adjudication. If any person without permission of the owner or any person who is in charge of a computer system, access or secures access to such computer system or computer network for computer resource, then power to adjudicate is conferred under section 46 of the Information Technology Act. For the purpose of adjudging under this chapter whether any person has committed a contravention of any of the provisions of this Act or any of the rule, regulation, direction or later under the central government shall appoint an officer not below the rank of the director to the Government of India, equivalent officer of the state government, to be an adjudicating officer for holding an inquiry in the matter prescribed by the central government. You can make a complaint to the adjudicating officer who will apply, but you must know where to lock the door. That is the problem. And then comes the appellate authority. The Telecom Disputes Act has been merged in the Information Technology Act. Earlier, the Information Technology Act was running the appellate authority separately. Now it has been merged in the Telecom Act, and Cyber Appellate Tribunal, you can, if the adjudicating officer has not been able to point out anything, then you can go to the appellate authority. All these provisions are there. Now the complete data protection has also come up. The new act has come up in 2023, 2026 and all that. You have to take a precaution of that, and the protection of human rights nowadays. Everybody has a dignity of his own. You have to invoke your dignity under the Protection of Human Rights Act, that nobody can alter you, nobody can deceive you, or nobody can harm you. All these things you have to take a precaution as a dignity of the under the Protection of Human Rights Act and Article 21 of the Constitution of India. You must be aware of all how to go and how to knock the door. All these things are there. With these words, I conclude my valedictory address. Much has been said about Information Technology Act, and much has been said about the artificial intelligence. I don't want to repeat again and again, since I have completed my valedictory address by taking a learning of those how to knock the door and what are the ingredients of Information Technology Act for invoking the doors of the board. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your key insights into the Information Technology Acts and Ethics. Up next, we proceed with the much-awaited distribution of certificates and internship completion letter for our interns. Each certificate represents weeks of hard work, mentorship, and academic achievement. I would like to request all the dignitaries to please come on the dais. Shri T.R. Garg, Justice Tandon sir, Professor J.D. Desai sir, Professor Neelam Sharma ma'am, Professor Sanjiv Marwah sir, Professor Rajni Malhotra Dhingra ma'am. Yes, students, Raghav Dhyani, please come on the dais. Shivam Negi, Shubham Saraswat,
Yes, students are please advised to be silent for some time.
Mani Joshi, and Hriday Siddharth.
Because we have two letters, one is internship letter.
Yes.
शिवम नहीं इसके बाद शिवम
Yes, sir. Please join me.
आपको आइए धीरे धीरे आइए थैंक यू
Om Tripathi,
नेक्स्ट
Shivang Rai,
Bansal sir, are you please? Hey, please come.
यू कम
Om Tripathi,
Hriday Siddharth,
Shivang Rai, please come. Vishal Rawat,
Vishal Rawat,
Hansika Gupta, Prakhar, please come fast, Peter. Hansika,
लेते जाओ बाद में चेंज
हाँ बाद में change कर लेना.
बाद में चेंज कर लेना
Kushank,
कोई बाद में
बाद में change कर लेना. Manan Vej,
Manan Vij,
Yash Gupta, Divyang Sharma, you can come continuously. You can take the other certificate, then you can exchange it later on, right? Vikas Kumar, come fast.
हो जाएगा तो चेंज कर देंगे
हाँ, बाद में change कर लीजिएगा. Anna Jain, Tanisha Goyal,
I request all the students to please come one by one.
Krishna Garg. Yes, start please.
Please come, students, please come forward.
Ashutosh. Atishay beta. Utsav Mittal. Please.
ले लो
हाँ, बच्चे बाकी change होता है. Harsh Raj. Abhish Pratap Shukla, Dhananjay Bhaskar, Naman, Parth Udhar, आइए बेटा.
Students, please come forward.
चेंज कर लेते हैं
Satvir Kumar. Later on, they can exchange if you mismatch the certificates. Amitoj Singh.
Students, please make a queue.
अच्छा फोटोग्राफ क्लिक करानी चाहिए अगर आपकी ले रहे हैं इनके फोटोग्राफ
Those who haven't got the certificates, please make a queue and come forward.
साहिल गपास अर्जुन रंगपाल विशाल भारद्वाज यश सोमानी यश सोमानी
तीन चार नाम यहाँ पे बुला दो।
अभिलाष डैश शिवम मिश्रा yes please come fast
Please come fast, students. Please make a queue. Those who haven't got the certificate.
सौम्या अरोड़ा अनुकूल वत्स
आजा बेटा
स्नेहा गुप्ता और बेटा मेधांशु घोष अनुज शर्मा सम्राट शर्मा yes whoever has received it please come fast
Please come
Whoever
fast.
has received it
Those
come
who are
fast
left.
Arjun Jain
Please maintain discipline.
only the picture one thing please photograph karo Yash Kayal Atisha photograph le
एक जन हाथ ले
Harsh Chokran Harshisha Chaudhary Harshita Anubhav Bansal Ravi Prakash Harshita some Ravi Prakash एक की फोटोग्राफ तौहिद रिमार प्रत्यक्ष पांडा अंश प्रणीत आकाश विशेष वर्मा निखिल सिंह yes निखिल सिंह सौम्या जैन now whoever is there please come forward
Please come forward, students.
whoever is there Ritik yeah please whoever is there please come forward for the photograph Dipanshu आइए प्लीज बेटा जिसका भी है आप आगे आ जाओ ना आगे आ जाओ पुनीत कुमार फोटो खींच लो हाँ कोई बात नहीं बात स्टेज हो जाएगा आओ फोटो यस यस प्लीज पुनीत कुमार आ जाओ अक्षिता गौर अक्षिता और कौन रह गया बेटा आगे आ जाओ आशीष चपनी चपनी किस है बासुदेव आजो बेटा संभव जैन
Yes, at the back. Please maintain discipline.
yes please maintain discipline बेटा
Those who have got the certificates, please.
काम्या
Sit on the allocated seats.
we'll exchange it later please Please settle down. Please settle down. Please have your seats and maintain discipline. At the last seats.
I would like to share one thing with everyone present here. The biggest accomplishment of the program came towards the end of it. जब हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हमसे ये पूछने लगे कि सर नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम कब है और किस चीज पे कराएंगे, that I consider the most impressive success for the team. So congratulations to all the team members who made it possible. We will certainly do a program in December on whiteboarding. So it could be lovable, Repli, board, you name whatever whiteboarding tool, and we'll have a 1 week program for sure. So that's the announcement. We'll formally announce it with the complete program schedule for December after your exams are over. And that's about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We would now like to acknowledge and appreciate the unwavering support of our faculty. Letters of appreciation will be awarded to the mentors who guided the students throughout this program. So firstly, I would like to request Dr. Bhoomi Gupta. I request all the dignitaries to please present the certificate, appreciation certificate.
मैम आप आओ ना मैम प्लीज आओ एक फोटो हो जाएगी आपके साथ
Thank you so much.
Next.
Next, I would like to invite Dr. Neelam, Associate Professor, EC Department. Next, Dr. Associate Professor, IT Department.
Bhaskar is still waiting for his surgery, but he had to come today, and it must be a very loud cheer for him because you all saw his outstanding behavior.
Next is Ms. Monica Marwah from EEE Department. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Ruchi Bhatt, Assistant Professor, IIT Department. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Sharma, Faculty Coordinator of this program. Before we conclude, we invite a few of our student participants to share their feedback and reflections on their learning journey, how this internship shaped their skill and confidence. I would like to invite the volunteers, the student volunteers, to share their feedbacks and insights into this program.
So, good afternoon everyone. First of all, it kind of feels surreal to be standing here, saying it all this loud, and we've spent the last 6 weeks with projects, deadlines, breakout rooms, and tutorial videos. And now, suddenly, it's time to pause, look back, and talk about it. So, I just wanted to take a few minutes to share what this internship has been like. Not just in terms of what we did, but what it felt like to do it. So, it's kind of funny, we all did the same internship, opened the same tools, followed the same modules, and submitted the same assignments. So, this isn't really a speech about what I did, but because what we all did. This is more about how I experienced it, what parts caught my attention, where I maybe got a little too curious, and the things I'll actually remember when this internship becomes a line on my resume. Or when someone randomly asks to explain that the AI or the family country. Over these 6 weeks, we were thrown headfirst into AI, machine learning, and even cybersecurity. No warning, no mercy, just straight into it. And it wasn't just about mastering everything. It was about adapting, problem solving, and learning to prompt smarter. And I think we all pulled that off in our own ways. One project that really stood out to me was the carbon footprint analysis we did using Orange and all the other Gen AI tools. When we all had the same assignment, I ended up going a little off track, experimenting with different inputs, visualizations, and just letting curiosity lead the way. And surprisingly, Orange didn't even crash once. I'm convinced I was just one wrong drag and drop away. Then there was the group research. Again, something we all worked on and some are still working. But what I took away from it wasn't just the topic or the content. It was the process. Dividing tasks, dealing with different opinions, fixing last minute edits, and trying not to lose our minds when Google Docs start lagging right before the solution. It reminded me how much collaboration is about listening, compromising, and somehow staying sane in the process. Now, let's talk about Cisco packet tracer, right? It was a very specific kind of chaos. As someone who's mostly focused on software, configuring routers and troubleshooting why two blinking dots refused to talk to each other made me feel like I was breaking into a secret club. But eventually, it all started to make sense. Well, sort of, sometimes. Either way, I now respect networks in a whole new way. I'm pretty sure I'll never say it's just the Wi-Fi the same way again. Alongside all that, we also completed certifications from Cisco Networking Academy, Forage, Travel, and all the other entities. Some of us got some pro memberships as well. And while those certificates are great to flex on LinkedIn, the real win was figuring out which areas we actually enjoy. Like who knew I'd get excited over turning a decision tree? Definitely not something I was reading. Now, I wouldn't feel right ending this without acknowledging the teachers who made these 6 weeks not just relevant, but actually enjoyable. Thank you teachers for making generative AI feel a lot less intimidating and kind of cool actually. The real world use cases, the tools, even the memes, they make the session something we all look forward to. Thank you teachers for making machine learning something that honestly sounded terrifying at first into something logical and even fun. I still don't like math, but I respect it more. Thank you, sir, for the cybersecurity sessions, which were the reality check. You made us think about how vulnerable we really are online and how important it is to think like a defender, not just a user. And of course, a big thank you to everybody who made the whole program happen and making sure things stayed on track, even when we did. What made this internship work wasn't just the lectures or the certificates, it was the pace, the occasional panic, and the quiet satisfaction of finally figuring something out after hours of playing around in the silent despair. It was knowing that we were all in the same boat, some rowing, some floating, some pretending to paddle, but really just watching tutorial videos and Google speed. So yes, we all did the same work, but the way we each experienced it made it possible. And that's what matters. I'm glad I got to explore it the way I did, and even more glad that I got to do it with this bunch of tired, talented, caffeine-fueled, beautiful people. And if this experience taught me anything, it's that learning doesn't always look like sitting in a textbook. Sometimes it looks like trial and error, like group chaos on a shared dock, like Stack Overflow tasks at midnight. Or just celebrating that one moment when your course finally runs without that red text. This internship gave us skills, clarity, and probably a slightly messed up sleep schedule. But most of all, it gave us momentum. So wherever we all go next, I hope we carry the same momentum with us. That's it from me. It's been really nice.
After they joined the program, Ashish and her brother, after they joined, we somehow came to know that they are, one is the son of a very good friend, and the other is Dhingra. So that was from the faculty, and he actually asked the student who is coordinating the program. And after that we came to know, yes, that okay, you can go ahead, the program would be good. So that was, there are students from outside MAIT, there have been 7 participants or more. 7 from outside MAIT, majority was from MAIT. But we are glad that we made a humble beginning, and we are going to look forward for a 60-40 ratio when it comes to the next program.